need you to act like everything is fine.
Is there something in your car?
It's a fucking unicorn.
I'm picking up good vibration.
Hey guys, Sam here with HorrorMom.com, and I'm getting caught up on some movies from 2025 that I didn't get to see when they originally came out, and Death of a Unicorn is one that had been on my list. I thought it looked very interesting. I like sci-fi fantasy, so the unicorn and the horror and the comedy all look like it would be a winning movie. And I also want to say that I really love Jenna Ortega. I think she is adorable. I thoroughly enjoy watching her, whatever it is, whether it's Wednesday, the Scream movies, Beetlejuice, whatever it is she's doing, I really enjoy her. In Death of a Unicorn, we have a father and daughter relationship, and they accidentally hit and kill a unicorn on the way to a business weekend retreat. And the father's billionaire boss seeks to exploit the creature's miraculous medical properties. And here's what I will say about it. Death of a Unicorn was very, very entertaining. I was entertained from the beginning to end. However, there's still things about this movie that I did find kind of disappointing. The problem I think with this movie is it was trying to do several things. It was trying to be a comedy, it was trying to be a horror, and it had the fantasy element, which not everybody is gonna like. When you have sci-fi or fantasy, there's a lot of people that just don't like that. So you could turn people off with that. I personally like the unicorn. I like the way they did it. It was interesting. And going into the film, I really wanted to see what they were going to do with the unicorn. They do show you some scenes in the trailer, but not nearly as much as what really goes on. The horror aspect of the film I thought was good. It was gory at times and it was shocking at times, but it wasn't like scary. I was never scared or nervous for the characters. I think it put too much into the comedy side, or a little bit too much on being light like that, but I didn't think it was funny. And I think that's where this movie kind of went wrong, is that being a horror comedy, I think you have to really do dark comedy. A couple examples of this are The Parenting and The Blackening. I did a review on The Parenting. The Blackening I have not, but I love that movie. I think it is so, so funny. But those are both examples of where I think horror comedy can really work. And Death of a Unicorn, I don't think they pushed the limit or the bar to even be funny. So that was just kind of distracting, and it took away from the horror aspect. So I think that's kind of where it went a little bit off, and why this isn't one I'm going to, like I said, rewatch a bunch or ever want to own. But I did definitely find it super entertaining. I think if this movie appeals to you by what it's about, I think you will enjoy it. I just don't think it's gonna be one of those like top 10 movies that you're gonna like. If you are looking for something super scary, this is not the movie. This is more, I would definitely say, a fantasy action type, entertainment. It's not going to be one of those movies that you're gonna be like, oh, that was scary. It's just not. But it was definitely fun. So I am going to give it a 6.5. I am going to recommend it. If it's one that you think you will be interested in, I think that you will like it. However, if you were kind of not sold on it because of the unicorn bit or the comedy part, this is one I would avoid, because I think that it's not going to meet all those expectations. It's not going to be a jump scare horror type of film, and I think you would be disappointed. That's what I have to say about Death of a Unicorn. Unfortunately, it was kind of disappointing. I still enjoyed it, but I can definitely see where this would not be a lot of people's cup of tea. And so hopefully by the information I've given you guys, you can figure out if it's one that you want to check out. You could rent it on Prime, or if you have HBO, it's free for right now. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
I'm picking up good vibration.